Hello, my name is Justin Losh. I've made 3 videos. I don't know if, I don't really use social media. I have a true social account, and Facebook I have not used in about 6 or 7 years. Apparently, my Facebook's been hacked. Um, People from speakers who refuse to reveal themselves have unfortunately made it a priority and a prerogative for the last 6 or 7 years to harass me and wrongfully condemn me as a sex offender. I don't know who they are except for the names some of them use. I don't know why, really. But this has been a constant uh, harassment issue for a while. I'm in Spokane, Washington, and now it went from my apartment to the entire city. I know other people have been harassed by these speakers. Um, And all I can say is it stems from a mistake that my family made. They assumed um, when I was a child, about 13, they assumed, well, they assumed I did a bad thing. And I did not. I confronted them as a child, and they refused to acknowledge it and assured me that they didn't say it, even though I caught them lying several times. And this would have been about, I'm 40 now, so and I'd have been about 13, 14. So you do the math because it's late and I really don't want to. Um, I've, for the last 7 years, I've tried to give these people the benefit of the doubt and just assume that they're misguided. But they think they have evidence on me. Apparently, they've been recording me for a very long time and they assume because of what they think they have and the blackmail that they've tried to use that um, that somehow makes that somehow makes me in their mind whatever they need me to be. It got so bad to the point um, I in my last apartment I had to buy a pistol and I stood on my neighbor outside of my neighbor's camera and I gave him 30 seconds to get off my lot. I'm in a wheelchair. They like to hide in places where I can't see them or I can't reach them. They proceeded to one of the things they've done, along with threatening to burn down my house and pipe gas in my vents, was climb in my crawl space repeatedly, threaten me, threaten my neighbors, threaten my family, steal my mail, and after I bought my pistol, they stole my pistol. I reported it stolen. I've also tried to get one of these people help because one of the things they did was threaten to molest my friend. They threatened that they were molesting my friend's children in a crawl space, in my former crawl space. Now they've used speakers and synthesizers and tactics to harass me 24/7, which means there's more than one. It's it's been a constant barrage of their delusion, and my family is pretending to be in complete denial, almost all of them. And I have tried repeatedly to get this to stop. I've also called behavioral health. Behavioral health has been to my current apartment and my last apartment. The cops wouldn't do anything. When I called CPS at 4 in the morning, as well as as well as the friend of the family who was unreachable at the time, her, and that's the one whose kids were threat had the people behind the speakers and were hiding in my crawl space threatened to be molesting them. No one came out. No one did nothing. I've made APS reports. No one does anything. And And these people still don't understand that I could have shot them. I could have killed them. I could have watched them fall through my roof, saw who they were, as they bled out on my floor while I called 911 to get them off my lot and medical attention. I chose not to do any of this because I would prefer not to hurt misguided fools. But since these speakers go all across town now, and as most people know, if you're a felon and you do things like, steal guns, steal people's mail, and you go anywhere on native land like, say, casinos, reservations, things of that sort, that all the feds need is a tribal cop to run around with them, because if they commit a felony and then go on tribal land or commit a felony on crime on tribal land and then go back, it then becomes a federal case and they can essentially go anywhere they want to. A cop told me this because, as everyone knows, I'm not a fan of law enforcement. So, and it's a funny story I won't go into, but he was kind enough to let me know, basically, because I made a smart comment, and he informed me that if he has a tribal cop with him, he can go anywhere he wants to go as long as there's a crime committed either away from the reservation that comes on the and then someone comes on the reservation, or a crime is committed on the reservation and then leaves. And one of the things I'm trying to prevent, being a child that was in the CPS system and taken from his family, I'm trying to prevent idiot people with idiot delusions from losing everything they have, because that can be done with or without my assistance. So I suggest, and I know you all can hear me, because the next step is I'm going to start recording you every day, and all the paperwork I've done with CPS, APS, and behavioral health is going to be stacked, and I'm going to get the phone logs from my previous residence and my previous landline, and I'm going to take that to an attorney as well as file suit. Now, I don't want that to happen because this could all blow up into some criminal conspiracy kind of thing, and I don't want to get all technical because, like I said, it's late, and as smart as I am, sometimes I do not articulate my words well, especially when I'm angry and tired and stressed. So for all the people that are being harassed, there are people trying to politely make this stop, and I'm one of them. There are also people looking to make a buck, as they should, because they've been wrongfully harassed, just like me. I am not a sex offender. I have never been a sex offender, and any so-called evidence to the contrary has been used to try and make it look like that. Now, I am willing to go through any test, any legal thing, anything I have to prove that. Now, the only reason why I have to go to these lengths is because no one seems to help me. So now, along with this and my Facebook that I do not use, which was apparently hacked by one of the same people doing this, I am trying to do this diplomatically. I am trying to do this politely so that people do not lose their rights, do not lose their livelihoods, and do not lose their families. Because the implication of wrongfully trying to convict and condemn an innocent man of crimes like that can make you lose your children, can make you lose your homes, because that makes you at least somewhat in league in some small portion to felony felony firearm theft and mail theft, which is also another felony, as well as stolen property and the property management that either helped you or just turned a blind eye for whatever reason. And for the rest of the people in Spokane Valley and Cheney and the other areas, I have no idea why I'm the one being targeted. I have no idea why people choose to do this. But my name is Justin Lodge, and if anyone has any questions about any of this, I will do my very best to put whatever doubts you have at ease. Now, with that being said, none of the people that are harassing me through these speakers have dared to confront me, have dared to look me in the eye, but they sure like to show up where I can't see them, where I can't catch them, and they sure like to harass me and steal my stuff when I'm not when I'm not there. Now they've had help from various people because various people probably believe they're garbage. I cannot fix that. I cannot help that. I'm just trying to make sure that stupid people who are under stupid assumptions and are only stupid because of the stupid delusions of which they believe don't cause their downfall. Because coming from a child that's been a victim of CPS when I was young, you don't want that. And you don't want what comes with the rest of us. So if I was you, I would stop, because once I take legal representation, the further this goes, the worse it's going to get. I've been biding my time, and you've harassed more than just me. And if any of the other people that have been harassed need my assistance in solving their problem, I will try and if you reach out, I will try and do the best I can. Thank you very much and have a good evening.